Welcome back to another Detroit Tigers episode. We've just wrapped up the 2031 postseason. When we last left you, we had been eliminated by the Milwaukee Brewers, who then they just ran over everybody. They swept us. They beat the Guardians 4-1. They beat the Braves 4-1. And the Brewers have won the World Series. I think this is their second of the sim, maybe. It's possible. No, it's their first. Okay. They'd made a couple World Series, though. They made the postseason a bunch of years. They've been a really good team over the course of this sim, and they have some young players. So congrats to the Brewers. But we're now on to the offseason. And as I've mentioned in a couple episodes recently, this will be our last episode of the sim. So I'm gonna go through the offseason, and then the sim is gonna end. We're gonna hand the reins to somebody else for Detroit. I will have, there will be a wrap-up episode or two after this. I'm not sure what it'll look like, whether it'll be like, I simmed 5 years into the future, or I played another 3 seasons and here's what happened, or, whatever. I'm just not sure yet. But so there will be another episode or two after this, and by the time you guys are seeing this, they will be filmed. It'll be decided. But at this moment, I'm not sure. So my owner, being the complete jerk that he is, has reduced the budget yet again. $224 million this year. I think we were $230 last year. We're $232. Yeah, we were $232 the year before. I don't love it. I don't love when he decreases my budget. You can see we hit a high here in 2029 of $248, and then he's gone $230, $232, $224. Our fan loyalty did finally increase to average. Finally. And I think that's been some of the reasons we've gone down is when we've lost players, we've lost fan interest, and our revenue's gone down. So that's suboptimal when your revenue goes down. You can see here that the revenue did go down from 253 to 225 that season, then 228. So, yeah. But anyways, what do we have going on this offseason? I mean, we have a really good team still. I think a lot of the starters will be back. Jonas, Malloy, Human, Letto, Made, Green, Tovar, Freitag, Newstrom, all back. I think Reagan is back. I think Baharino is back. And who's the other guy? Somebody else did really well. Oh, you know what? This Freitag is like a backup. Divorce is the guy here. So the bench next year, I think, is probably looking like Baharino, Freitag, Reagan. They all played well enough. Galarza played well enough, but that pushes out guys like Mac Horvath, who is our only captain, I think. We're going to have to address that. But, Masakado. So wait, let me back up. We apparently have $7.2 million available for next year. Our owner said we'll be able to spend around $180. Yeah, that gets us right around there. But we're going to get some budget room here. Masakado is either going to be non-tendered or traded at 4.2. We don't need him anymore. Palencia, yeah, I think we're going to, we're losing a lot of bullpen arms, and I think we need him. So we're going to pay him the 4.6, I think. Aliendo, 3.2. Nope, because his job has been won by Jonas, who's at 2.2. Horvath, he's been replaced by younger players. He's had a good run for us. He's had a good career. I mean, this is a solid Major League player that we should be able to get something for, but if not, we will not tender him an offer we'll non-tender him for arbitration. So what does that leave us on the pitching side? I think it leaves us the rotation Bridenstine, Romero, Toribio, and Mondesir all return. The 5th spot, I think, will be an open competition. Honestly, the guy who I think is most likely to take it is John Lash, our 4th-round pick from 2028, who put up a 3.84 ERA and 3.6 WAR in AAA last year. On the bullpen side of things, we're going to be letting go of a lot of guys to cut some costs, but Lally, Eustace, Husky, Palencia will all be back. I think, down here, Dent certainly has earned a spot. I think Clemmy has pitched well enough to get a spot. A lot of these guys will be gone, though, as free agents. So let me just show you, like Holby on the 40-man, Holby on the 40-man. These guys, Billy Sullivan, we're just not going to be able to afford to re-sign, unfortunately, our number one starter, because our owner keeps cutting our budget, and he wants the $27 million he deserves, even at 32. And no matter who we cut, I don't see us getting there. Trey Morris will still be on the 40-man. That might be it. Because, like, Mercedes, we're going to get rid of to gain $1 million. Park is set to make, like, 1.2. We're just not going to bring these guys back for those prices. So that's where the team stands. We'll go forward a little bit here. I don't know how much we're going to be able to do in free agency. I think we'll need to bring in a backup catcher. But really, I think we're counting on a lot of young guys taking steps forward and we knew these days would come where we'd have a less flexibility financially because, like, we're in the most expensive years here of the Green, Malloy, Letto dynasty. 34, 30.5, and 45 next year. So we knew these days were going to come. We didn't necessarily know that our budget was going to be like 20, 25 million less than when we signed these deals. Like, that's absurd. You just assumed since we'd keep winning, they would keep going up. But whatever. You live and you learn that your owner is a jerk, right? So we'll go forward a little bit here, and then I'll show you the awards, and we'll maybe make some trades of some of those guys to free up some salary room. I don't think it's going to get us to Billy Sullivan money, but it will allow us some flexibility to do some things in the offseason. Maybe bring in like a good starter or a good reliever to supplement some of the team players that we're losing. Okay, so I let several guys go. Most of them didn't have any trade value. I made one small trade, I think. And then my total amount available was like 21. And I was like, let's bring player development down to 15 for now. Let's bring scouting down to 10. Both definitely below what we normally would like them at, especially the player development. But let's do that so maybe we can make an offer to Billy Sullivan. And as you know, as all of you probably share with me, we're a little scared to offer long-term deals to pitchers. But Sullivan's 32, and he's had 2 really good seasons for us. He's shown really no signs of slowing down since becoming a starter at the age of 29 and just taking over baseball. I think if I could get him to do a 3-year deal, like a 3-year deal, no options, let's just call it what it is, Billy. And let's do it at $22 million. 3 years, $22 million per. He's got some bonuses in there. Let's just see what he says. Not what I had in mind. Oh, dude, and his asking price went way up. Dude, bro, like, we're just trying to have a discussion here. And you're out here, like, just going scorched earth on us because we brought it down a little bit. Like, come on, man. Like, let's be friends about this. It was just an opening offer. 24. Bro, you keep taking your asking price up while keeping the 4th year. Like, can you meet me somewhere here? You're insisting on the 4th year, and your asking price has gone up like $4 to $5 million per year. It's not very cool, man. Like, I thought maybe we were going to be able to get a deal here when we open up these negotiations. All right, so look, I'm going to bend on the player option. I'm going to say, fine, take the player option, but bring your prices down, Billy. Cool. All right, so that 4th year was really important to him, and that's the point he was trying to make. That's fine, whatever. We'll deal with the 4th year when we deal with the 4th year. Our salaries in these years are crazy for what our payroll is supposed to be, but we'll get there. Luke Letto is going to make $45 million per year, and that's going to eat up a lot of our bandwidth. We probably it can't extend. Britton's 9 years. Wow, he wants a long deal. Yeah, we're not doing this to a pitcher. We've learned our lesson there. We're not doing it. So let me show you just the moves I made. None of them were too noteworthy. It was mainly releasing guys. Released Masakado, released Aliendo, released Mercedes, released Park. Then we traded Horvath to the Rays. We got back this infield prospect who's 24. He's a captain. He's got good work ethic. He's had some success in high A. He was their first-round pick just back in 2029. And he was a top 100 prospect just back in 2029. So he'll come in, and I don't know. This says he'll play at they have him at AAA, but I think what we'll probably do is put him at AA because he hasn't even played there yet. And we've got a pretty crowded AAA situation. So, Yeah, I think we'll put him in Double A. Let him get a year there, a year of seasoning. Hopefully, his captainship will help the team. Our main thing now, Aliendo, I thought about keeping him around at like $4 million or whatever it was, 3.2. See, his contract demand is only 1.8 when he goes out on the market. He's not going to come back to us, I can't imagine. No, but we need a captain. Horvath was our captain, is our only captain. So our backup catcher, it's like the one requirement. Or I guess if we get a reliever, are we going to have money to do this? I don't know where we're going to get it, to be honest with you. But take the scouting budget down to like $8 million or something. Maybe it'll just be a year where we don't have a big player development budget. I don't know. I'm not sure what we're going to do. I can't predict the future, guys. Yeah. So all right. So that's. I think the Sullivan thing will be the main story of the postseason. I did not see us offering him an extension, but I was eventually like, you know what? We're in win now mode. We have just the money to get him. All right. He resigned. The fans are ecstatic. Palencia is back. Who's this guy? Oh, this was a minor league guy, just a minor league catcher. The press thinks it's a fine deal. I'm hopeful that none of the guys that we're losing, like Heel, it's gonna hurt to lose him. Who else here? Marquez is going to leave. So that's going to bring down our interest. What I'm hoping is our owner will increase our budget, but I don't think so. And it's tempting to re-sign a guy like Heel, even though he wasn't even that good. Oh, he wants no money. Honestly, this might be worth it just from a fan. He's extremely popular. What if we just got him on I know we have no money, guys. I know. But the long-term play here is get the owner to increase our budget later in the offseason. All right, he'll take a 1-year, $2 million deal and pitch in our bullpen. That's fine for an extremely popular player. And yeah, we have no money. We have no money. But whatever, we'll figure that out when we get there. But I'm happy that we retained Billy Sullivan. And okay, we're promoting some guys. Cool. We signed some free agents. Oh, the international free agents revealed. Juan Bonilla. Let's see. You know what? I'm just gonna let my scout. I know I haven't shown a ton of the international free agent stuff in this. I normally just show you as they become prospects, but I'm just gonna let my scout do it. Unless he's got 10 pitchers. Yeah, dude, get all these pitchers out of here and give me more. Will he give me? He's come back with 3 pitchers. Yeah, same guys. I wish you could tell him hey, prioritize this position or that position and go find me those guys. So we'll just lock those guys. This looks like this Juan Soto, 16-year-old outfielder without good range out of the Dominican, is the top demand on this list. Also, Jesus Rosa and Daniel Briones. Oh, that's the guy I'd go after for sure, 110%. But yeah, so we'll skip forward here. Take a look at free agency. But dudes, Billy Sullivan is back. That is huge for this team next year. I think that's worth every penny. I think just having him next year is worth whatever squeeze this gives us in the later years. If he sucks, whatever. I think he's going to be a really good player for us. Well, obviously, I think he's a really important piece for us. There was no replacing him, and I wasn't sure about our rotation. I think it takes us from a very good team to a great team, to be honest. Miguel Blaise has what's he done? Let's just look at Major League. He has not been very good for them, so we won that trade. Suck it. They just wanted to cut the payroll. That's why they did that. But anyways, we'll skip ahead some here in the offseason and try to get us a captain. Oh, Luis Heel. Welcome back, even though you were the GOAT, lowercase g, GOAT, in the postseason. You were bad, you were terrible, but you're going to be back. Our fans are going to be happy about it. So welcome back, and let's skip ahead now here. We're now up to the winter meetings. We've made a few small moves. I decided to trade Luis Heel and Daniel Palencia basically to cut salaries. So Luis here I brought back because I thought my fans were going to like it. They didn't care. They didn't react when I re-signed him despite the extremely popular. The fans weren't happy when I traded him. My Interest dropped from 84 to 82, so whatever. I retained 5%. I was basically just getting rid of his $2 million salary because we were really up against it salary-wise, trying to get some money where we can. I got this guy back. He's all right. It was mainly just a salary dump. Then we did trade Daniel Palencia, who I was a little more hesitant to trade. They now have him listed as a starting pitcher in Cleveland, which is what he wanted to be. His stuff plays up to a 70 when he's a reliever. I think he's a good reliever, but he's making $4.4 million. And we got back Tim Garofalo, and they retained 5% of his deal, which was the league minimum. He's fine minor league filler who can come up in a pinch if we have injuries or underperformance. He's only 24. He's got 2 option years left. He's making the league minimum. All those were reasons we liked him. Work ethic and leadership are good. We also got $650,000 cash in this deal, so this is like plus 5-point-something million. We have $8 million in total cash available, but we have some offers out there. Brian Arendt, we signed him. Basically, I was trying to get a captain for the team since I traded Matt Horvath. I don't have anybody in my system who I think is going to definitely make the team this year. And, I tried to look at deals, but just nothing made sense out there. There aren't a lot of captains in the league. I mean, there's some, but there's not like 3 on each team. There's like, fewer than 1 per team, it seems like, of like actually MLB quality players who are also captains. So Brian Arendt, not an MLB quality player. He might be our backup catcher though. I basically just saw him. I could get him for the league minimum. Minor league free agent signings, and he'll make the league minimum when I promote. He's a captain. He could be our backup catcher. I'll be looking for other ways to explore this, but I didn't want to miss out on him. Because somebody was definitely going to re-sign him since he hasn't played baseball since he finished college in 2025, but he also hasn't retired. So here he is in 2031 getting a minor league deal. Who knows what he's been up to in the meantime, but man, he is going to come into that major league locker room and be the captain of the clubhouse. Yup, that's the thing. So what offers do I have out there? Thank you for asking. Great question. So Nick Sandlin is out there, also known as Nick Sandlin. And he looks like a really decent option as a pitcher. He's out of option year, so he would make our team as a decent reliever to make up for the trading Heel and trading Palencia. 1 year, $940,000 seems totally reasonable. Sanchez here, just minor league depth in case we have a bunch of injuries, or he's fine. He's on a minor league deal. He's free. Adler, $960,000 deal. And he has a 1-year option. He has 1 option year left. So basically, these are replacements for like Park, Mercedes, guys who are making a few $100,000 more, and we're out of minor league options. These are replacements for them. Rosario, same thing. Just another guy who has option years and was willing to sign for under $1 million. They haven't signed yet, but I anticipate all of them signing. We could also go after like an Aaron Davenport, but his control sucks. We could go after a Rosario, but we already have, of course. I was just testing you guys there. Adler, we've gone after. Basically anybody who's like below $2 million and has really good stuff, we're interested. Jose Diaz, we don't have an offer to him. Jace Jones, we don't have an offer to him. I think he's hurt, right? Oh, torn labrum. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Kempner's out there, the guy we traded for. He's a starter, though, wanting like $8 million. So, yeah, I don't know that there's a lot else we're going to do. I might try. I need to address the catching depth in the organization because it sucks. Even if we don't get a pitcher who will be on a catcher who will be on our roster, we need more catchers in our system because let me show you. I mean, we've got Arendt and Jonas on the 40-man, and then right now AAA is just kind of like nothing we'd want to call up. Like Benestad, his bat is good, but he can't catch for us with that defense. Barks is not good enough. Boma, like, just not a good enough catcher. Ferguson, like, I guess would be the first guy up. But, yeah, I need to sign, once spring training comes around or the offseason comes around or the preseason comes around, this team needs some more catching depth. But going to wait until guys, I think, are more willing to accept minor league deals. I mean, I guess I could do a quick scan here. Catcher. Let's go to, how do we want to look at this? Let's look at default. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and save that. So, like, who's willing to accept minor league deals here? Oh, this guy isn't bad, but does he want, like, an actual minor league deal? Yeah, see, no, I want to give you, like, an actual minor league contract. We would bring you in. What did he win? Wow, 2027 AL Division Series MVP. Logan Tanner. Was this the guy? Wait, that was the guy we just did. I meant to click on this guy. No, thank you. Patrick Bailey was around for us for a bit. I'd bring him back. Oh, okay. He actually would be like our next catcher, I'd say, in AAA. None of these other guys are going to be worth a spot. Although, wait, why is this not? I thought I sorted this in terms of overall. Did I not? I did not. Who's this guy? Yeah, I would sign this guy to a minor league deal too. Yeah, we just need more catching depth in the organization. I'd like to sign a couple younger guys that could go down to like AA, A-ball. Not sure that those guys are going to be out here, though, right now. Or if they are, they're just way down. Like, here's a 23-year-old. Oh, no, he's not worth signing. 24-year-old, not worth. Well, this guy actually is a good catcher. Yeah, I'd put him in my organization. I just don't have, like, good catchers. I mean, he's never going to go above like A-ball, but just looking for like really young guys here. I guess I could sort by age if I wanted to. What is this guy? 24? Oh, he's not actually a catcher. Got it. He's like a fake catcher. Did I already offer a contract to that guy? No. We'll put him in there. I have age limits where I think like after 24 you can't be in high A ball. So that's why I'm looking for especially young guys that can go a little further down the system. Although like I could use some guys in AA too for sure. For sure. But there's a 25-year-old. Broken kneecap, like he would be better than anything I currently have in AA. So just adding some depth to the organization here in a position where we don't really have much of it. That's the same guy, sorry. I already offered this guy a contract, right? Didn't I? Yeah. Yeah, I think that probably does it. We've got offers out there to several guys. We'll do this guy too. But yeah, I think that probably does it. But okay, so I don't expect a lot more to happen with us. I think we'll probably sign a lot of those deals. We've got some coaches coming in. But yeah, let's skip ahead here and see if anything else happens. Although let's take a look at the signings. I actually haven't really looked at who signed where. Let's see. Okay, Kyle Tucker went to Colorado, 4 years, $92 million. Oh, Ezekiel Tovar went to the Mets, 6 years, $131 million. Multiple-time MVP who has trailed off as he's entered his late 20s, but still looks like a decent player. Freddie Freeman, 1 year, $21 million to the Mets. Or the Yankees, sorry. Anderson, 2 years, $44 million to the Mets. There's a Tovar deal. Austin Riley, 4 year, $91 million to the Mets. The Mets are not playing around anymore, folks. Mets are done with your games. Luca Tresh, 4 years, $51 million to the Yankees. New York teams are just signing everybody. Here's one. Michael Harris, 6 years, $88 million to the White Sox. Is he still pretty good? Yeah, he's 30. But yeah, he had a nice career with the Braves. WRC Plus was hit or miss. I think that's a decent deal for him. With that fielding. Well, his fielding wasn't great last year. His fielding's never been magnificent. But yeah, he's a solid center fielder who could put up a solid bat. I think that's a good signing by the White Sox. Maybe a little bit longer in terms of length than I would have given, but I don't think that's a terrible deal at all. The salary is totally reasonable. All right, so let's skip ahead here some and see what else happens here in the offseason, but I think it's probably going to be pretty uneventful from here. All right, we've reached the beginning of the preseason, which means our ride here with the Detroit Tigers of the last 9 seasons, it's about over. The Rule 5 draft, we picked up a captain catcher who's actually like kind of borderline-ish major league talent. Ismael Polenes. He also has 3 minor league options for after this year. Captain, good work ethic, decent defensive catcher, decent offensive player. We got him. We brought in Rosario on a cheap 1-year deal. Sandlin on a 1-year deal. Sandlin. And let's see. So this, we have, I think Lowry, Sandlin, Lash, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those 6 guys are probably on the team. Then I think you'll get another 2 guys from this group of 3. We could also hunt for a cheap reliever out there in free agency, but that'll come at a different time from possibly a different manager, or maybe me, like once I take a long break from this sim, dig my head out from the sand it's been in. Yeah, I don't know. I could see us possibly reaching a deal with somebody who's out there. There's some decent relievers out there. Not sure I love the prices right now, but maybe we'll bring back Emilio Marquez for another trip around the merry-go-round. We just don't know. And no major changes on the offensive side. I am interested, like, if I do leave, like how Kapler sees. Why are we on the FCL? We don't know. This team. So he would go Sullivan, Bridenstine, Romero. He'd have Lally in the rotation. Okay. And then Toribio. Lash would be the closer. Dent would be a setup guy. Wow. Husky setup. Okay. Eustace, Rosario, Morris. And then these guys. Sandlin is a right-handed specialist. That's a choice. Let's see. What would he have here? I think everything. Yeah, everything's. Oh, Serrano. Whoa. He would have Serrano on this team and in the designated hitter spot. Now, he was added because of the Rule 5, but I didn't necessarily see him making the team over Newstrom, although I think we got to admit the Newstrom train is going to end like the Delandry one, right? Delandry is now like a below average hitter. Like, he's got a similar profile. In his mid-20s, he's going to put up a couple good years and then probably trail off like a lot of guys who are high-power, low-contact, high-K players. But I mean, maybe Serrano would make this team. So he's got Freitag being the center fielder, which, I think I prefer Tovar or Reagan. But, that's certainly a choice. But fitting that as I'm wrapping up this video, my daughter just came in the door she was at a play thing, and she was about to yell, "Hello, Dad," down the steps. I can hear her trying to open the door. We'll see if she succeeds. But fitting, because I'm going to, step away from this sim, so maybe some of the time I'm playing with her over the next 3 weeks. I'm not thinking about like my starting rotation in this sim and everything. But hey, thank you all for watching. It's very cool that you all take the time to watch. It's very cool that you offer comments. I appreciate it very much. It's still quite weird to me. Not weird. It's quite, I don't know, surprising to me that people want to watch me play a game. But I appreciate it. It's fun. Thank you for going on this journey. Thank you for being Tigers fans. We will all talk again soon in some form or fashion, in some video. But we've reached the end of the line here. Take care, everybody. Bye.